I have a simple question and would genuinely like to hear what the responses are. Why did God create those he knows will fail his test and suffer eternal torture? Why didn't he just create those he knows will pass his test? Yes, I'm aware that God gave everyone a free will and doesn't want to force us all to believe. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying force anyone to believe, and I'm not saying take away their free will. I'm simply asking, why create those God knows will fail? What's the purpose? Yes, I know God wants to test us. Yes, I'm aware that this test is not so that God can find out, because of course he already knows, but it's so that justice can be served, so that the evil can be punished and the good rewarded. But why make evil people in the first place? If God didn't make them, there would be no need for torturing anyone. It can't be for the sake of free will, because the ones who God knows will pass his test still have a free will. The fact that God knows what they will do doesn't remove their free will. They can still exercise their free will. Some, no doubt, will still sin because, as we know, believers are not perfect, and some will be better than others. But eventually, all will attain some level of paradise. I cannot see any reason why a merciful God needs to create the ones who fail and go to hell. If God was going to make them understand the error of their ways and heal and rehabilitate them, perhaps I could understand. But to create them knowing they will just be eternally tortured serves no purpose and makes zero sense. Think about it. God had no need and no reason to create these wretched creatures who will suffer the most cruel eternal torture. If he wants us to freely choose to believe and worship him, fine, just create the ones he knows will freely choose to do that. Why create the rest, knowing they will fail, and as the Quran says, will cry out in agony, Ya laytani kuntu turaba. I wish I was just dust. But no, they won't be allowed to die, just suffer without end. They will go insane with the agony of having their flesh torn from their bones, then made whole again, so that it can be repeated every minute of every day, of every week, of every month, of every year, for billions and billions and billions of years without end. And I am supposed to believe the God who planned this is the most merciful of those who show mercy?